Happy freaking New Year to everybody. It is Monday. It is January 2nd, you guys. I'm just excited, but then again, I live in an exciting state. I don't need 2023 to say, hi, Elias, like, let's do something different. No, I don't believe in resolutions. I believe in lifestyle and I believe in choices. I don't need the flip of a calendar to say, whoo, now I'm motivated to change some things. We're going to talk a little bit about that. But what I want to do is I want to kick this thing off right. It's 2023. We are going to do things bigger this year. We're going to play bigger. We're going to have more fun. We're going to get really intense. We're going to call each other out on our bullshit. We're going to have some serious conversations this year. And everything that we do is going to move us closer to our financial goals, to our personal goals, to our spiritual goals, to make sure that we are working in our highest form. So, Vanessa Yepes, I haven't seen you in a moment. You know what we do. We bring people out on the field. I'm going to have you bring us out on the field. Now, no pressure. It's only the first coaching session of 2023. This is recorded, might be used for future reels, but no pressure at all. Vanessa, I'm going to turn the mic over to you, so don't fuck it up and bring the team out on the field on this beautiful, beautiful Monday morning. So, Vanessa, without further ado, go ahead and kick this off.
Well, good morning. Happy New Year, everybody. I mean, like Elias says, I haven't been here in a minute, and everybody goes through, personal changes, the industry's changing, but it's good just to have this community to fall back onto when we feel lost and need guidance again or support from others. So it'd be great just, us all being a support group and be here for each other.
Love it. Love it. Well, I appreciate you. The wall does look great. Thanks for being here. Glad everyone's healthy and happy in your life. And let's go ahead and get rolling, you guys. I don't know about you, but something, not something. Let me say this correctly. The universe spoke to me yesterday. And whether or not you guys are religious, I consider myself a spiritual man, but I'm not too religious. So I want to make sure that this is a uniform conversation. So I don't know about you, but something spoke to me yesterday, and I call it the universe. For weeks now. And if you're in Southern California, it might be different for you because some people are saying it's 80 degrees down here, the sun is shining. But here in Northern California, can you agree that it has been fucking dark and gloomy and rainy for like 3 weeks, it seems like? I don't know about you, but sometimes it's just like, God, I just want to see the sun. And then 2003 comes. I go to the gym yesterday. I did 6 miles on the elliptical early in the morning. I wanted to be there early, 6 miles on the elliptical. And I'm thinking, I'm watching Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen. I'm just filling my own cup for 2023. And I go out of the gym and the sun is coming up over the mountains and it's starting to illuminate, the entire valley. And I sat there for a moment and I just reflected. I'm like, this is a sign of the universe telling me that regardless what happens, regardless of what happens, there's always going to be sunshine after the rain. And I heard this early last year. That's why spring happens after the winter, right? There might have been a time in your business in this last year that it might have been gloomy. It might have been stormy, but that sun coming out was saying, you know what? There's always going to be a sunnier day. Today, it's a little bit gloomy again. It's all right, because guess what's on the horizon? Is we're going to have sun. We're going to have sunny days. So yesterday, I got to soak it in. We took the kids up to the snow, and like the fresh snow and the sun and the people having a great time, you guys. I want you guys to realize, like, yesterday was such a powerful, powerful day. And I just sat there, the kids sled and made a video, drank some coffee. But I had a moment yesterday and I thought about all of you guys. And so let's make sure in 2023 that we're always in the mindset and have this perspective that it's going to be sunny. Things are going to change. But what I'm going to make sure that we do this year is that we're not going to fucking sit here and waste any days. Here's the thing, you guys. How many of you wasted any days in 2023? Let's just be real with each other. How many of you said that you were going to do something? Said you were going to make a video, said you were going to knock on a door, said you were going to do this or whatever it is, and did not do that thing, whatever that thing was. Look at like that. You guys are being real, right? And then correlate that. All the things that I said I wasn't going to do or was going to do that I did not do, then was I able to have the year that I wanted to financially, right? Like how many days throughout the 365 days that we have in the year did I not do the things that I told myself I needed to do? I'm going to do it tomorrow. 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 And then you stack it up. And if you were able to put a tally mark on all the days you didn't do the things, shit, sometimes that's like 30, 40, 50 fucking days. Maybe it's 150. I don't know your number. But when you look back at it, like, damn, I want you guys to have no wasted time, no wasted days. If that means you're getting up a little bit earlier, if that means you're staying out a little bit longer, if that means you say, Felisa, Maria, we're gonna hook up this week and we're gonna go knock on doors. What do we say? I don't know. Hi, we're just gonna go do some stuff, right? I want there to be no, like for me, no white space in my calendar, no wasted time in 2023. If you want this shit, then go and get it. Not like, oh yeah, I'm like, have you ever felt this? Ooh, I'm fired. Oh God, I'm fired up. And then you just, for some reason, you just don't do it. You don't get up, you don't move, you don't make the action, you don't take the step, you don't go to the office, you don't create that video, right? There should be no reason on earth that we have the conversation this year in 2023 of why you are not on video. It literally is gut-wrenching for me to even have to remind that to everybody. There should be fucking no reason at all why you guys are not creating your vision, your voice, your opinion, your thoughts. Who cares if everyone doesn't like it? I'm not trying to appeal to the masses. What did Justin Mercer say? 33% of the people are going to like you. That's all I want to rock with. That's all I want to rock with. Everyone else, if you don't like it, cool, unfollow me. I'm all right with that. So you guys, this is the year where we say, you know what? Nothing. I got my family, I got the kids, I got my health. Man, I put on a couple extra pounds. Well, then fucking do something about it. I'm not a gym person. Well, are you an unhealthy person? I'm not a gym person. I don't like going to the gym. Do you like diabetes? And sorry, I'm not being unsensitive if somebody on the call has diabetes. I'm making a fucking point here, right? Well, I don't like cold calling. Do you like to be broke? I don't like knocking on doors. I'm scared. Do you want skinny children? You guys, it goes on and on and on here. I'm willing to do whatever it takes, whatever it takes. You think it's scary to get on stage and talk to people? That shit is scary. You think it's scary to talk to you guys? It's scary. But no matter what, I have a mentality of move, get out of the way, I'm going to do this. Move, get out of my way, I'm going to do this. And that's the mentality I want for you guys. You're scared, pick up the phone. You don't know what to say on video, make a video about how scared you are about creating that video and blast it on social media. You are scared to make content, then go lock yourself in the room in Oakland and don't come out until you have one video created. Melody last week said, I put on the calendar, I was in that room for 3 hours and creating and creating and creating and creating and creating until something finally stuck. It's like, oh, this is dope. This is going to hit. There's so many things that we need to do in this year, but here's the challenge. The only challenge is it's going to be you. We've said this time and time again. It's going to be you. You are either going to rise or you are going to allow the correlation, whatever's happening in the market, to dictate your success. I don't care about anything else. I know exactly what I'm going to give to this world in 2023. And that's the attitude I want things to feel a little different. If you guys didn't reach the level of success that you wanted to achieve in 2022, it's okay. That was last year. We're here now. What am I going to do differently? Who am I going to be? How am I going to show up? Right? If it starts to feel like, oh, well, it's another week, I'm going through, it's the mundane. No, this needs to be amplified. It needs to be intense. You need to raise your level of energy, raise your level of activities. We hear this time and time again, and I don't want to talk too much about that. But what we are going to do today is we're going to talk about your calendars, and we're going to do a hot seat. Hot seat is, I'm probably going to call on 5 people that are at a computer. And I'm going to ask you guys to show us your calendar and walk me through what your plans are for this week, for next week, so we can just share, we could be in alignment, and we can help hold each other accountable to what's actually going on in your life. If right now you don't have a clear calendar of at least this first 2 weeks, then what are you doing? Like, how do you know how you're going to be spending your time? So I want us to be clear on our calendars, clear on what's the road ahead. But a couple thoughts for you guys before we get rolling. I saw this yesterday and I'm going to do it. And I don't know if you saw my post, but I'm going to share this with you guys really quick. So I bought a box of, let's see if I can get that to show up. Okay. A big old box of these jars. All right. So get yourself a jar. Heard this from Jay Sheedy yesterday. And I was like, this is cool. And then I saw Kenny repost it. Get a large jar. And every single week, at the end of the week, you write down on a Post-it, what are you most stoked about from that week that you created? What was a small win? What was a big win? What was something that you accomplished? What was something that you created? And start truly, truly celebrating all of your small wins that you're going to have throughout the week. And then you start stacking this cool, I want to do it with the kids. They're going to have their own. We're going to have ours. I'm going to have my business. You're going to have all these things in this jar, and you're going to start putting those things in. Then at the end of the year, next year, December 31st, when you're sitting there getting ready and prepping for the new year, I want you to look back at all the things that you have done and all the things that you have become in 2023. Because I promise you, when we're at the end of December, I'm going to look around this room and I can't even count how many top producers are going to be on this call. I can't even count how many videos Lizette Miranda has created. I cannot even tell you the amount of videos that Tony has created, that Bill Gates has created. I cannot tell you how Demi Bledsoe has now sold 35 homes in 2000. I can't, right? There's going to be so many stories. And I want you guys to be able to write down all the things and be able to reflect on that throughout, be able to reflect and go back on your year and look at everything that you've created. It's going to be an important thing. So create that, get yourself a jar and start putting all of those messages to yourself in there. I think it's going to be an amazing way for you just to track all the things. I want to share this with you guys before we get rolling. And I saw this yesterday and I thought it was really, really powerful. Your portfolio of traffic. What I want you to do right now is I want you to, just on a separate piece of paper, I want you to ask yourself right now this question: where is my portfolio of traffic going to come from in the first quarter? Let's just talk about the next 3 months. What do I mean by my portfolio of traffic? Where are the highest amount of my leads going to come from in this first quarter, right? And when we say the portfolio of traffic, it's about being multidimensional in all of your efforts, right? If you're killing it on social media and you're creating videos every day, then I congratulate you and good job, because that's needed in this business. But is that the only way that you're actively finding lead opportunities, right? Are you on Zillow.com? Are you on Realtor.com? Are you on Redfin, right? Those are paid sources. Are you doing organic reach out, like creating videos? That's important, obviously. But what other activities are you doing? Are you door knocking? When is your first event that you're throwing for 2023? What events are you going to, like B&I groups? What are you a part of? Like, how are you organically going to build your portfolio of traffic? This is super important. What am I doing in my schools, in my neighborhoods, in my communities? What am I doing to knock on doors? How many open houses? Like, you guys, I want to understand what your portfolio of traffic is for the first 3 months. And if you don't know where your lead gen opportunities are going to come from, then you have a challenge. And it's best to figure that challenge out on January 2nd. It's best to understand where this portfolio of traffic is coming from. So I want to go fast. We're going to call Keep It Moving Hot Seat. Keep It Moving Hot Seat. I'm going to call on 5 people. You guys got to be ready. You guys got to be ready to deliver. So I'm going to call on 5 people right now. Maria is up. She's fresh. She's got the puppy. So Maria, yes, I'm going to ask you, tell us about your portfolio of traffic. If you were walking onto Shark Tank right now, I like you, Maria. You got good spirit. You got good energy. Well, tell us where your business is going to be coming from for the next 3 months, your portfolio of traffic. Go fast, real estate, Keep It Moving, fast, or hot seat, go.
Yeah. Okay, so majority of my business comes from my sphere of influence, and all of a majority of my friends are on my Facebook. So it's Facebook, it's going to be Instagram and BNI. In terms of events, I have Mimosas and Manifestations this Saturday. It's a belated birthday gathering of my friends, my sphere. And then Dan and I are talking about doing a chili cook-off at the Sacramento office in March.
Beautiful. All right. So tell us, for the people that don't know what BNI is, what's BNI?
BNI is a business networking group. I've been a part of it now for 6 months. And so I just got my first person in contract on New Year's Eve, happens to be the president, whoop, whoop. And my former client who brought me into BNI, she is looking for a place for her daughter. So that'll be 2 leads out of that for 2023 already. Beautiful.
I love this. I love this. Congratulations on new contracts. So Mimosas and Manifestation, love the title. I think that's beautiful. BNI, that's an amazing, amazing group to be in. If you're not in one, get yourself in a BNI group. Then you have your sphere, then you have this chili cook-off. So tell me about the more aggressive approaches that you will also be taking in 2023, meaning how many open houses, where are you going to do that? How many doors are you going to be knocking? Are you going to do community events? Like, tell us a little bit more about the aggressive plan as well.
Okay, so I also decided to go back to open houses because I have not really done them, and I haven't, when I did them in the past, I didn't do them really well, and that was a matter of follow-up. So I decided over the weekend that I'm going to do 1 open house a week in a condo complex because it gets my name out there, especially here. So people here in my community are getting to know me. They are already starting to know me as a condo queen. I'm actually getting referrals from people in my community. So that's the more aggressive. So door knocking, it would be 100 units near the open house. Usually they say 25 each way. Here, there's only 400 and something units. So that's 1/4 every week, which is awesome.
Maria, I love this. And let me go a little bit further on this. How are you feeling about this new year? How are you feeling, like internally, emotionally? How are you feeling? Where's your head at? Talk to us through that.
Well, emotionally, you know, as many of you know, I ended the year not in a great space with just outside forces. Going into this year, though, I have starting my manifestation and mimosas. It was important to me because I need to get my head right. That's hard because it's just, no, it's not hard. It has been a challenge in 2022, but going forward in 2023, it's different. And it requires me to do more work, hence puppy, hence getting myself out of myself and finding a partner. He just happens to be 4-legged partner. But I'm excited about 2023. I had a friend of mine give me a word, and I kid you not, it's a prophetic word for those that are believers. And I was thinking of something. I had this thing in my spirit she confirmed exactly what I was feeling. And I hadn't seen her in months. And I just asked people, please give me a prophetic word. And so when I got that, I was like, it's on and cracking. It's on. And it has to do with keys, which is really interesting. The number 22, which is the number of transactions I'm going to do this year. And she confirmed with the scripture that had 22 all in it, talked about doors opening, doors closing, and it referred to keys, which was really interesting.
Wow. Wow. This is powerful. So do you guys get a sense that Maria understands what she's been challenged with? She's humble. She's able to have some humility and realize, but she's already put some things on the calendar that's going to give her more engagement, right? Like already Saturday is right around the corner. Mimosas and Manifestation. I think that's a great way. And Maria, I want for you that if you don't want it, it's okay. This is your life, not mine. I want you to lean so heavily into this condo queen. I want to know what the inventory is like. I want to know the most expensive condos. I want to know what the most expensive HOAs are. I want to know what the cheapest condos is. Where are they? Who's building? Who are they owned by? I want you to explain what special assessments are for people. Like start leaning into that. And I promise you, you're going to carve out an amazing lane for you. So Maria, I love it. All right. So Lizette, let's go to you. Keep it moving, hot seat. Lizette, tell us where your portfolio of traffic is coming from in the next 3 months. Go.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. Okay. So I am actually working on this because I am humbling myself to admit that I am completely starting my database from scratch. I've been blessed to have almost all my clients be referrals. So I am going to be getting on the phones, not texting, not sending a video, actually getting on the phones and just touching base with all of my clients, see how they're doing. That's number one. And number two, I'm also going to be door knocking within my immediate community. So within 1 mile of my community, I am going to be door knocking. And
So
that's
when you say going to be door knocking, when does that start?
next week.
Is it on your calendar?
It is, which I'm finally learning how to use.
Love it. All right, cool. Continue cruising on.
Yes. And so I am also this Friday getting together with my lender because I loved the call that we had, I believe it was last Wednesday. And it really reminded me that I need to sharpen up my skills. I have a lending background. It's where I started. So, and so much has changed. So that's one of my priorities, that part of what I do is helping my clients package and understand their money so that there's no rude awakenings, no surprises. So I am honing in with my 2 go-to lenders to do a little learn. I was actually going to reach out to you about doing a little lunch and learn for anyone else that wants to sit in and understand lending a little bit better. One of the goals that I have is to do a first-time home buyer seminar, but for, of course, Latinos. So my lender and I are also working on that, and that is for the first quarter coming up. And I am also reaching out to my fellow peers that do social so well, because I have not in the past been very good at that. And that is changing this year because I am owning who I am, and y'all are going to see it.
Woo! Okay, I love this. Lizette, all right, so before we go on, because I'm really excited about this conversation, Lizette, tell me if you could sum up emotionally how you're feeling right now about the year, mentally how you're feeling, where are you at? To walk us through that.
Yes. So 2022 was tough. It literally broke me down, literally all into little tiny pieces. And then I had no idea how to put the pieces back together. So this year I am feeling strong. I have found my voice and I'm not taking no.
I love this, you guys. I mean, do you guys connect with this? Right? I connect with this, and I absolutely love this. And here's the thing, you guys, and some of you might have been broke down in 2022, but now you're putting the pieces back together, right? You got the right support system, you got the right people. Lizette, I think that you should lean heavily into creating content in Spanish as well as in English. I don't see enough of that, but when I do see it, I don't know what the heck they're saying, but it hits. It has a flow to it. So there's just a lane there. If you are bilingual, then speak in your native tongue, but this just becomes an extension of you. Like literally, there's just a thought. Oh, let me share that. Oh, there's an idea. I don't care about like overthinking it. Like the moment is going to be powerful for you, Lizette. So appreciate it. Let's go to 3 more people. I'm going to go to Demian Bledsoe. Demian, my dog. It's really good to see you on here. Love you, bro. Good to see you on here. So Demian, let's go.
Happy New
seat. Go ahead.
Oh, what's the question again?
So the question is this, my man, when we're thinking about your portfolio of traffic over the next 3 months,
yeah,
where is that traffic coming from? And when I mean portfolio of traffic, that's online leads, that's organic from my videos, that is my community. Where are those lead generation opportunities coming from?
Right now, everything is all organic for me. I was very reliant on online leads in the past 2 years, and I've been having to get comfortable being uncomfortable and switching that up, and more so relying on myself. And it feels a little bit better. It's slower at this point, but I've been slower with my efforts. So I'm just turning up my efforts so that I can turn my business up. But while we were sitting here, I just wrote down a bunch of stuff because I'm a planner and I'm a writer. So I do this stuff every single day. But honestly, in regards to my real estate business, I've been super lacking on the planning. So I just sat here and wrote down hella notes on what I will take initiative on, not try to do, but will actually make happen this year. So yeah, a lot more in the community, a lot more utilization of what I'm good at and where I'm comfortable socially. So yeah, I think I got a good inclination of what I need to do this year. So I'm excited.
All right, so Demi, let's go a step further here. Like, share some of your sentiment right now. How are you feeling? What are you going through emotionally? What are you going through mentally, bro? Like, where are you at?
Oh, that's a deep one. I'm trying to release last year because it was a whole doozy. Via 23andMe, I found out that my biological father is not my biological dad. Lost my one and only niece, my sister's daughter, and then coming from the grocery store one morning, I think I was on one of our meetings, and I saw a guy get shot right in front of me in downtown Oakland, and it ended up being fatal. So I've really, like, on the low, been going through some trauma that you try not to acknowledge and think that it doesn't affect business, but that shit does. It was paralyzing. That's why you guys haven't seen me for a while. But yeah, no, I mean, just reflecting on all that shit that happened in 1 year and half a year's time, it was like I needed to recalibrate. So I'm just taking it as a positive, all of the shit that happened.
Man, so first and foremost, let's send some love, some light to Demian. And man, like, we don't know, like, sometimes, like, what grief or what loss does to us. Like, the grieving process is really challenging, and then, like, it comes up in different times and different emotions and, like, different sadness. Like, so my man, we're here for you. You never have to go through any of this alone. Obviously, I know that you have Jen, you have your family, you have your people, but if you need your other people and your work family, bro, we're here for you. And so I appreciate you sharing, man. And
Oh,
we
yeah.
got nothing but love for you, and we're here for you.
No,
I'm excited to see what this year holds for you.
Oh, me too. And I just one last note, I got to say how I appreciate you guys for always being there. Like I said, I'm pretty sporadic these days when I jump in and out of calls, but just knowing that this shit is here 3 times a week, you guys are always a phone call away. Like, that really does mean a lot to know that you have people that have your back like that. So I appreciate you guys. Happy New Year.
I love it. I love it, man. Well, we appreciate you, and thank you for being here. All right, next person up, I'm going to call on you, and I want to ask, or actually, let's just get a raise of hands for the next 2 people. Who wants to share their calendar with me and just share with the team over the next 2 weeks what they're going to be doing, habits, things that are on their calendar? I want someone to show their calendar right now. Who would be willing to share their screen right now? Felisa, is that you raising your hand? Felisa, was that you?
I did raise my hand, but I don't know if I can show my screen. My calendar is not all set up, but I do want to share some stuff.
Sure,
So,
please go ahead, hit us.
So my traffic, my portfolio traffic, I did purchase a zip code from Realtor.com. I got a lead on New Year's Eve, and so we were going to put in an offer within 24 hours, but he took a look at it a second day and he decided it wasn't right for him. So, but we are doing some research and we're looking for something, and we're going to find him something soon.
Congrats.
Which I'm really excited about. And I'm going to be doing some door knocking within my condo community, as well as IG. I've made a couple of videos, but I need to be consistent and continue. And my goal is to do at least 12 sales this year.
Beautiful. So then talk to us about what you're going to be doing in the next 3 months to get that portfolio traffic, meaning how are you going to meet those people that support that goal of 12 transactions this year?
So the one thing I know for sure I need to do is time blocking. It's very, very important. Also, I have the kids, I have the households, and have work and everything else. So time blocking, I think, is very important, and I need to stick with it. Sometimes, things happen and I get tired and lazy, and I can't let that beat me down. I just need to get back up and just keep doing and stick with it.
Yes.
Also, I'm going to stick with my sphere of influence, call friends, call family, have a discussion. I post, and they know that I'm an agent, but I just need to continuously put it out there and have a one-on-one conversation with them.
Beautiful.
And keep that going.
Beautiful. You guys, in 2023, I love this, Felisa. Like, tell us stories, like, share and just get on there and, like, continue to share and share and share. And I promise you'll create something, whether it's something you went through or client or, you know, whatever it is. And then finally you see all these like comments coming in, you're like, what? Like, it's just crazy. But like, if you don't do it consistently, then you'll have inconsistent results. It's about just building and stacking and stacking and stacking. There's not a day where I feel like I don't want to be on Instagram. I feel like that's my responsibility, is that I'm building a business. My responsibility is to get on Instagram and share something, right? And so make that a responsibility, and it gets to be pretty fun, right? You start to have fun with it. You start to get in like your own spirit, right? Like the person I was on social media 3 years ago is vastly different than who I am today. And it just starts to become fun. So Felisa, I absolutely love it. We're going to go to Aaliyah next. Aaliyah, I'm going to give you share screen rights, and Aaliyah, if you can put your camera on, we want to see your amazing face. Let's go, Aaliyah.
Okay, give me 1 second because I'm switching from my phone to my computer.
No worries.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna leave this and then get back
all
on.
right,
Somebody else can go.
All right, while you're leaving, come back on. I'm going to share this with you. Bill, was that a hand up or were you just waving?
Yeah, I can take something real quick, and
Yeah, please.
mine's kind of different than most.
Okay,
Um,
you're different than most. That's why.
Exactly. So I'll hit share screen. Hopefully I'll get the right screen.
All right.
Wow, all my screens just went. Okay, so you're on my Google one, that one. So let's go straight to here.
And Bill, okay, cool. Now we see it.
Now you guys got it. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. Actually, I gotta go to, which account am I in?
Right, so Bill, stop sharing until you actually get there.
Actually, it doesn't matter which one. I'll just pull up my mail. So my calendar, my phone, my computer, all of them are all synced exactly the same. And it's not so much my day-to-day as, oh no, I don't want Gmail, I want calendar. I'm hitting the wrong stuff. I had it on another screen because I got 3 screens going. It'll take 1 second. But what mine is I know I have certain things I got to do every day. I got to take care of my dogs. I got to take care of my horses. I got my Masonic stuff. Most of you know I'm very active at Masonry, the Shrine, the Scottish Rite, the York Rite, my Blue Lodge. I'm master of my lodge. I'm commander of one of the units in the Shrine. So I have them color coded for different things. I'm a member of the Northern California Peace Officers Association. So I have all these functions and meetings. And like, for example, Wednesday, there's 10 different things happening this Wednesday. And I'll pull up and some of them contradict each other. And I'll go and see, okay, I'm going to miss this. I'm going to miss this because this one's the most important. If I'm down, I don't know what to do. I'm just frustrated. All this stuff in yellow is the team fast stuff that's going on every day, multiple times a day. Plus, I have the link to the EXP world for the training and all that, just to keep myself going. I mean, I'm pushing 60 years old. I don't like the computer world. I don't like this stuff. I've been hacked a couple times. It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks, but I'm actually making an effort. I do go after my neighborhoods. I do keep my calendars synced and going. It's the same calendar synced to my phone, my tablet, my everything. And it's not so much booking my time as it is knowing what's available at any given minute of the day to help knock the wind back into my sails when life knocks me down, is the way I'm using my calendar.
Wow, Bill, well said, my man. You could stop sharing your screen. Here's the thing, you guys. I think at times, and Bill, you can.
I got to figure out which screen I got to go to. I'm on the dial one. It's not giving it to me now. So.
All right. So here's the thing. Let me see.
Right here.
I think I could do it.
Okay, you are screenshot. Okay.
All right. Here's the thing, you guys. You have tons of things on the EXP calendar. You have tons of things on the Fast Real Estate calendar. If those are just like showing up, then hide the EXP calendar and hide the Fast Real Estate calendar and manually put the things in that you truly are going to attend. Instead of looking at the calendar like, damn, look at all these things, but you don't attend anything. It's not serving you at all. So if that means that you do an audit of that and say, okay, I'm not going to go to that. I'm not going to go to that. I'm not going to coaching on Friday because I have to take my baby to school. Whatever that is, like make sure you're putting things on your calendar that are true to you, that you actually want to attend, that it's not just filling your calendar up with a bunch of fluff. That's not what the calendar is designed for. And I'm going to share something with you in a moment. Aaliyah, are you ready? Bill, thank you, big dog. I appreciate you. Aaliyah going once, Aaliyah going twice. Did Aaliyah hop back on? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna share
Hi.
my screen.
You're cold, huh?
Yes.
All right, Aaliyah, let's see it.
All right, so I'm gonna share without the Team Fast calendar on here.
Smart.
Are you seeing my screen go black, or is that just me?
Now I see half of your calendar. Now it's back.
Okay, so this is for the week. This is without the Team Fast calendar on here. So I have my prospecting times, my content creation, I have my broker tours in here when I'm supposed to go to my broker tours, exercise, and then the blank space. So what I've done with my Calendly calendar is I've set a time where of the times I want to take appointments. So I take appointments between 12 and 7 p.m. So this links with my Calendly calendar. So when clients go on there, they can book between 12 and 7 p.m. So most of the stuff on this calendar is done before that 12 p.m. time. So I can take appointments, but I have my time with my daughter, like if I have to take her to school. And then if I add in my what's it called, Team Fast calendar, then I'm gonna see like all the different get-togethers or whatever on there as well.
So for you to do it this way, for you to eliminate the Team Fast calendars, does this help you get more focused on the things that you need to do for yourself? Is that why you have it separated like this?
It's just a lot on the team calendar. Like there's stuff that doesn't apply to me if it's the Brentwood office or Sacramento office and stuff like that. I know for sure, like see my Keep It Moving coaching is on here already. So, and then on Thursdays, I know we have like, or Wednesdays, we have the script role play, or Thursdays, the script role play. And then Wednesdays, we have the accountability thing in Walnut Creek. So those are things that I will be going to on a weekly basis as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. So let me ask you a layered question. So what's your sentiment about this year? How are you feeling? Take us through like where you're at mentally, where you're at emotionally, where you at? And I'm gonna stop sharing.
I'm super nervous for this year because my goals are nerve-wracking. But at the same time, I'm really excited to take it to the next level and to actually execute on my ideas. I've worked the past couple of months just getting systems in place, which was my goal for 2022, to get systems in place. And I waited all the way to the end of 2022, but it happened. So now moving forward into 2023, I'm excited. And
all right. So you have this scary goal of the year. So what is that, share? We want to know, we want to support.
24 homes, so 2 homes a month.
Awesome. Good. I love it. I absolutely love it. Good stuff. Good share. Tony, not you had your hand up, big dog.
Yeah, I was just, it looked like you might need someone to share a calendar. I was willing to do that if you need it, but it's okay.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, while we're here, Tony, how are you feeling about this year, my man? What's some of the sentiments that you have? What's the direction? Where are you at? Let me hear from you.
I'm just pumped. You know, I couldn't wait for January 1st to get here, to be honest, because I'm just, excited to start, implementing and just for me, just as important as implementation is tracking to see what's working, what's not working. So I'm pretty dialed in with all my, goals and plans from our conversations, Elias, and the time here on the coaching calls.
Perfect.
Yeah, so I'm just pumped, ready to rock and roll.
Love it, Tony. Love it. So I'm going to go to Cynthia in just a moment, but I wrote this on my notes earlier, you guys. Here's what's not okay in 2023. What's not okay is not having your CRM on point. It's not okay. And I'm not saying it's not okay for me. I'm not going to go in and look and be like, hey, Nias, you didn't keep any notes in there. It's not okay when you're running your business to not have an effective CRM that is working for you. All your notes, conversations, when you need a call, when you need to follow up, when you need to collaborate with another agent on that account, there is no reason at all that you should not have your CRM on point. This is not okay. Also, it's not okay to not have a calendar to allow you to understand the structure of your business. Structure of your business allows you to have a cadence, have a rhythm, and have discipline that you're going to stick to that hell or high water. It is not okay to not have a calendar. I get it if you want to write it down somewhere, and if you're like an old school day planner person, I get that. I'm with that. I understand, but also automate that too. Take that with you in case you left that at home. So it's not okay to not have a calendar. Here's what also is not okay in 2023. It is not okay to not mentally condition. Let me say this one more time. It is not okay for you not to mentally condition. Mel came over the other night for New Year's Eve. She said, "What you reading, big dog?" And I'm like sharing with her, reading all the things that I'm reading. So it is not okay to not mentally condition, and it is not okay to not have Ali, I'm going to mute
Sorry,
you.
I am.
It's not okay to not have discipline. You all know you have the skill, you have the tenacity, you have the inner or the spirit and the desire to achieve. The only reason why you may not hit the goals that you want to hit is because you lack discipline. So those are the things that are not okay in 2023. It's not okay not to have a CRM. It's not okay to have a calendar. It's not okay not to mental condition, and it's not okay to not have discipline. And here's what else is not okay in 2023. It is not okay that your face is not on camera. We're not going to have the social media conversation again. I've said it over and over and over again. I promise you this. You are either going to step up, lead, create, be that person, or you're going to see other people pass you, surpass you, and grow faster than you have because you're still hung up with, I don't like myself on camera. Those are the things that are not okay in 2023. I'm going to go to Ernesto. Now I'm going to go to Cynthia. I'm going to go to Cortez, and we'll start wrapping up. So Ernesto, what was your contribution? You had your hand up, big dog.
I did. I'll be brief. I posted, I think in Slack, we are starting a 12-week accountability club. A lot of people have a negative association with the word accountability. Elias says, accountability is the highest form of love, and I want to love on the people that I'm around this year, including new agents and agents that feel like they just need a little bit of guidance. So it starts today. We would call it noon. You can message me on Instagram if you want to partake. I'm putting my money where my mouth is this year. My calendar is done. I know exactly what I'm doing every single month. Last Friday, I recorded like 45 reels, posted my first one this morning. Same idea, just everything that we talked about. So every Sunday, so last night I worked for about an hour, just planning out my week, plugging that into my calendar. Once you do that the first time, honestly, it repeats a lot. So it feels like it's a lot of work, but it's really not. Just daily check-ins, having a minimum of 3 different sources of business, some of which were more proactive than others. So I'm just putting an offer out there. If anybody wants to partake, let me know. I'm not smarter than anybody. I'm not the leader. We're just going to do this together, and we'll kind of figure it out along the way. So if that's something that interests you, you want to really track every day, like, am I doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing? And it's not supposed to be overwhelming. Mike Sherrard, big guy on YouTube. I know Kenny knows him. I was watching a lot of his videos last week. His like top 5 things every day is very, very simple. It's like 3 hours of prospecting, an hour of follow-up. It's you can literally work part-time hours. It's like 6 hours a day of commitment. It leaves a lot of buffer in there for things that could go wrong, or dropping your kids off, etc. So yeah, I mean, even for me, 2022 was a good year, but I didn't feel organized. This weekly planning I've been meaning to come back and do, and just for one reason or another, you don't. And so to really use the book, the 12-week year, as my model, and actually put pen to paper over the weekend, that alone has given me so much clarity. So happy to work with others to do the same.
I love it. I love it. And Ernesto, if you can, for the people that don't know, if you can put your IG handle down below. Also want to share with you guys as we grow and as we move forward, we do level up sessions every single Wednesday. Now we're going to change it. Twice a month, we're going to have level up sessions, and then twice a month, we're going to have level 10 sessions. Level 10 meetings are going to be a review of your goals and making sure that you are on pace with conversations, things that you need to be doing in order to move you closer to your big vision that we created together, right? Your one sheeter, your EOS, your vision tracking organizer. I want to make sure that we are on pace to hit that, and that is something that you're constantly working on, working around, working towards, and it's not something that's folded up and you don't know where to find it. So Ernesto, I love this accountability group. I love your approach. I love your style, and I love how you're going to be contributing to the room. So we'll go Cortez, Cynthia, and then Pamela Spivey. So Cortez, you had your hand up, big dog, and then Camille, I'll come back to you as well.
Initially, when I Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year, brother.
Initially, when I rose my hand, I was going to show my calendar. So Otis was at the Fairfield office, like I think it was last week. I sat in the war room with a business partner of mine, and I was in there for like 4 hours, and we got stuff laid out for almost the whole year. Obviously, I take notes every day, or I'm trying to practice every night to just plan out my day, you know, around what I already have. So, you know, I prospect and cold call from 3 to 7 or 4 to 7. And then and then I'm door knocking on Thursdays. I'm continuing the no renter left behind thing, and just networking and trying to hit more networking events this year. And I have it all planned out. I even have some pop buys when we're gonna pop by previous clients, just drop off a gift once a month, and businesses and vendors and everything. So that's pretty much my plan for the whole year.
I love it. I love it. Here's the thing, you guys, and I thought it was so powerful. Like it's only literally a 30-second clip, but I was actually in the session that he made that clip from, Sharon, and he spoke about this portfolio of traffic. Sometimes, like, give you an example. If you're only getting your business from online lead sources, you have a very unhealthy business. You have a very unhealthy business, let's face it. So you need to have like this oscillating fan, right? That goes through these different sources. It's open houses, it's my community, it's door knocking, it's video, it's events, right? My question for everybody is, are you and do you have an event on the calendar for this year, right? We have Focus and Fire, it's coming up in a couple of weeks. Like, what events are you putting on your calendar? You guys, it's going to be a big year of events. And guess what? You don't have to search and pay for a venue because you have tons of venues all over the place that we allow you guys to use. Like, so you guys can go, most as a manifestation. Never heard anything like that. Fucking put so many events together today to bring people together. When we think about our year and how fast real estate grew, it wasn't because we did all these cool, catchy real estate recruiting funnels. That's not really us. We have a couple. Our claim to fame in 2022 was our ability to have people in our space. That was it. Bring people into an event. They see what we're all about. They get to feel the culture, the energy, the vibe, and then maybe they'll want to join forces with us. Throw events, you guys. Let's go to, did I say Pamela was first or Cynthia? Let me just go, let's go Pamela, and then we'll go Cynthia. I'll have you wrap us up.
I just wanted to just first off, shout out our Stockton office, because everybody's telling what they're going to do, but we're doing something a little different because we're doing collaboration, accountability. And so everything we're doing like as a group. So like our home buyer seminar that we're having, we've already started for January. You were saying, okay, what do you have going so far? As you know, we came out running for January because we did our first template in December to prepare for January. So everything we start planning, we have a planning group. So everything we're doing, we're booking it out for the year. Our goal is everything we do, we duplicate. So like Ricky and Emily will do Modesto home buyer seminar. We'll do a Lathrop River Island seminar. Then Anna, Stephanie, and Evangeline, they'll do a Stockton seminar. We'll do that every month. Boom, 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 boom. Same thing for sellers, you know, we'll throw in investors. And that's just, once again, as us, as a group. So it's like it's super busy. So what? We have the manpower. You're doing one in Modesto, we'll be there to support you. But we're going to make sure everything's moving at a very rapid pace together. So I just want to throw that out there because it's collaborating.
And there's something going on this week at the college, right?
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about that and what this is.
Well, actually, it's Time Done is a special group, people that get out of prison and they can't get any type of well, they can't get a job or anything like that because they're out of prison, but now that they have a job, they can buy a house. So the Time Gun guy who's running it is saying, listen, we want to support everyone who's coming out trying to rebuild their lives. And buying a home is just as important. And now they have jobs that can, they can afford a home. So we're just going to get in front of them. Stephanie brought this gentleman to us. So, but we're coming once again, collaborating.
I love it. And is that the presentation you guys are doing at the college, or is that next week?
That's the 7th. Yeah, the college one. That's the one.
I love it. I love it. And I love how she's banding together. And now there's this group. It's accountability that they're moving as a unit. Absolutely love this, Pamela. Cynthia, let's hear from you. I loved watching your journey. I loved that you're home. Sorry that house didn't work out for you, but there'll be others, right? And so
There
Cynthia,
will, yes. Yeah,
let's hear from you.
Cool. So, so many things that you guys hit on today that were amazing. So the events, I love doing events, but I have spent a ton of money on events over the years. And so now what this year I'm going to do is I'm actually going to volunteer at the downtown Martinez events that they have. So instead of me spending $1,500 every time that I want to do an event, which I'm still planning on doing 3 events throughout this year, but I can now go attend these events, be a volunteer, like for the Christmas Santa Crawl. We saw 1,500 people come in that day. And I personally put wristbands on each one of those people. And we got to be there with our smiling faces and just enjoying it. So that is something that if you don't have right now the money to do that, you can go volunteer at these community events, right? And just get to know your community. For me, having things written in front of me, like I've got my calendar on this side of me, I've got my paychecks on this side of me, I've got my unit goals here. Like I wish I could turn my camera so you guys could see what I see, but I have to see things like written out and on postcard or a post-it that I have on my desk that I look at every single day is my priorities. So I drilled in to see last year, where did my money come from? Where did my checks come from? It was open houses, SOI and past deals, online lead generation and company generated leads, and agent to agent referrals. So that's what I'm doubling in on this year. And then check this out. Mark bought me this whiteboard. It's like a miniature whiteboard and it goes on your desk because I'm a doodler and I have my to-do list on there. Okay. And then last thing,
Can you drop the link for that thing? Because I'm sure, like I saw people like, ooh, yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I have the same. I've never seen one personally, and you know me, I am a doodler.
Yeah, I'll drop the link. It's an Amazon product. I'll drop the link for you guys for sure. And then with the calendar. So Elias, in the beginning of us working together, really showed me that my time management skills, or reminded me that my time management skills really need to be like at the forefront of my mind all the time. So what I do now, like Ernesto, on Sundays, I sit down for an hour and I time block this out. So the first thing that goes on here are non-negotiables. Like I will not miss my morning prep, my meditation, my exercise, my getting myself dressed. The reds are meetings that I cannot miss. But like if I move over to next week, it's already planned out. Like there are non-negotiables that we should be doing. Family time, time off. These flex time blocks, like if I get done with work early on this Monday, I'm just going to move this flex time block down. And then if I keep moving it down, shoot, I might have a whole day off if I don't use those time blocks. It's huge. And just, do things that make you uncomfortable. But the things that make you comfortable, that you're killing it at, double down on that stuff. Like if you've gotten so many leads from open houses and you know how to do that really well, gain more knowledge and more power within that and make that like the top thing that you're doing, but still go out and door knock if that makes you uncomfortable too.
Man, I absolutely love it. And I love that there's non-negotiable times, and I've seen Cynthia just really get focused on her time management. And so you guys, an incredible first session of the year. We're going to be doing things a little bit differently this year. We're going to be using Slido. We're going to be using new interactive tools just to make sure that I'm getting tons and tons of thoughts and ideas from you guys that we can continue to grow off. But I wanted to share this one more time with you, and especially for our guests that are on the call, if you didn't receive the email. But I wrote this earlier and I want to end with this. It begins now, right? This year should feel different. You should have a sense of, I'm going to go out there and do things different. I wrote this morning, everything that you do needs to take you one step closer to your financial goals, your health goals, and your spiritual goals. Procrastination can wreck you if you allow it to in 2023. So leave no room for fucking excuses. Step up, unleash the warrior within, unleash that dog mentality, and cast a giant vision on the world that scares people. Be obsessed. And I want people to say, damn, she is on a mission in 2023. Watch out, show up different. I want people, and I want you to have this mentality. Move, get out of the way, because I'm here to fuck shit up. That's the vibe that I want people to have from you when they encounter you in 2023. You guys, I'm excited. I'm excited about what's ahead. And I know we have a lot of work to do. And what I realized is that a lot of the work that a lot of us have to do is not the activities, it's what goes on between the ears. That's some of the biggest work that needs to be done. So get right with your mind, get right with your spirituality, get right, and I promise you everything will come together. So you guys, I love you. I appreciate you. We're going to keep it moving towards our dreams, goals, and vision together. We're going to destroy this year. We're going to grow. We're going to elevate one another. And Ernesto, I'm looking forward to hearing and seeing and maybe even being a part of your group every single week. So you guys, love and light to you all. Happy 2023. And let's go ahead and make this the best year we've ever had. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll see you guys at Fast Forward Movement for anyone that's coming. Bye.